Okay, so I'm going to show you how to make a good base I've been designing for the last few days. It's cheap, it's designed for a 3 to 4 man team. So here's how you make the base. You place one triangle as low as you can get it, and then you want to place a second triangle and you want to make sure you can jump up on it. If you hold space, you can jump a bit higher. There you go, so you can jump up on this. This is going to be the same height as getting into your base. So actually I'm going to make this just a little bit higher, there we go, and that way the doors you're able to jump into them. There you go, that's fine with me. Okay, so once you have done this, you place a square foundation high, and then you place a square foundation again low here, and then you place a high triangle foundation, and then you're going to place a window here. You're going to rotate the window this way, and then you're going to place a wall here that is half height, and then you're going to place a full height wall on top. Same here, you're going to place a half height wall here, and a half height wall there, a triangle above there, a door frame here. You're going to slap your door on going outwards, and then you're going to place a triangle. Oh, you can place a square on top actually, might make your life a bit easier. Then a half height wall, and then a triangle here, and over there on the outside you're going to place up here a half wall this way, a half wall this way, and then you're also going to place a triangle. I guess you can sneak back in. Yeah, I'm down anyway. There you go. Just like so. So your TC will be in here. You can place this before you place that down. Put it against there. Boom. Okay, so you can build out from here, and you're going to place this back actually, just so it's done. Options rotate. So your storage goes up here, and then your sleeping bags could go here. When you start, the next thing you do is you expand to having a lovely bit of thing there, and then you're going to have a high triangle here, a triangle again there, and then you're going to have a square. This square is going to be your bunker, okay? So what this allows you to do is you place some low twig here, twig for example, and then you're going to place a piece of wall flooring there, and you're going to make that stone, for example. Now when an enemy comes to raid you, this is stone for them, but when you respawn, you can grab your gun or whatever, and then you simply break the twig, and then your bunker breaks. So that's excellent. That's what that is for. Okay. So next you're going to put you just copy this. So it's a half height wall here, a full height wall here. Ooh, there you go. You can put a door frame here, a door frame here, a door frame here, and a wall here, and a wall here. This is simply going to disappoint raiders when they break into a door, and then see that it leads to nothing. You can put a shotgun trap in there if you really wish. Okay, so this piece here, you're going to have face. Ooh, sorry, I didn't mean to break that there. You're going to put this here, and this here. This is simply for raiders to assume there's a TC inside when there isn't. Okay. Next, you're going to put a square foundation down here, and then you're going to place a wall here, here, here. You're going to place one of these here. The reason why you do that is so that you can place these for more loot above. You're going to pop a furnace down just about there. You're going to put a door frame here, and a door facing that way. Yeah, that way's fine. There, and you're also going to put a door frame facing this way, and there we go. It's going to open. You need to make sure it opens this way, and then these external doors, they're going to look like this. So you want them always opening toward the center of this triangle. There we go. So this doesn't actually, oh, this does airlock, that's brilliant. Probably means I've done something wrong, because it's never normally airlocked. So that's good to see. There we go, and this also provides a second airlock, okay? It also means that if you were to leave these doors open, no one can shoot straight through. So that's brilliant. Now you've got this. That's interesting, I'm not used to that. So you build two triangles, and then you want to join up another square here, and then another triangle here, and then again you put a door frame here, here, and here, 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 here. You're going to put a wall facing this way, so you have another fake door. You're going to have it so it always opens inwards, always opens towards there. This one can open inwards, this one can open inwards, this one opens that way. Okay, so this is the actual only part where you don't block this door as a fake door, because what you want to have, I'll show you, is a very consistent, this way the door opens that way, this way the door opens that way, and this way the door opens that way. Yes, sorry, because from here it would appear as if you open out through there. So you want to make it look like it's symmetrical, so that people would assume that the TC is in the middle. You see there, the central triangle, people would assume it's in there. And then you'd also assume that it's identical on each side, because it just looks identical on each side. So the next part is obviously to place walls here and here. You place this here, and then you can place your little triangular foundation there. Gorgeous. I suppose you could drop that down and put some furnaces or something in it if you really wanted to. You want to actually put triangular flooring down here. Okay. The reason why you don't make this 1.5 high is because someone can bunny hop over their PAL to get over it if it's 1.5 high, but they can't do that because you've got the only one height in ceiling. So now it's just a case of making everything covered up. You want to have these sections like so. You're going to put storage down on top, little bit squares. So this is actually going to become a chute later on, but you need to leave it open for the time being. You can put normal wood there if you want to pick it out later. These half walls placed first at these strategic points. You place that there. This is for your chute. Place a window. We'll do these first because we actually are interested in the base being secure more than having our loot exposed. So you place this, you break that, and then you place a quarter height wall. And that gives you your peaks. So you want these ones here, the embrasures. Okay, and outside is more secure, inside gives you a better field of view. These can be soft-sided here, so having them on the outside means that this piece can't be soft-sided. You then also have good peaks here. Next up, you're going to put a half-height wall. You're going to put a half-height wall along the edge of the base. And you get to click in. Oh, I saw it. There we go. That took a little while. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, just for the sake of time. I'm going to remove that. There you go. I'm going to put this back to a triangle. Okay, there we go, that's much easier. So yes, again, you put one of these down, and then you put one of these, one of those, remove the bottom one, and replace it with a quarter height. There we go. Okay, right, back to business. So what you can then do is you can place these storage boxes, like so. And you want to choose this to be either to this side or this side. I would suggest this side but this means that you can get out of here nice and comfortably. So this is actually how you get to the next floor. The reason being is that when someone raised your base and they see, oh my god, look at all this loot we've just got access to in the ceilings, they aren't going to be looking and noticing you are able to peek down at them. I'll show you that in just a moment. The ones that are on the inner triangle, you actually want to shimmy them as far across to this side as possible rather than being far that way. You can actually shoot the people that are going to be breaking through your doors from where the boxes are. And you can't get up through here or here, you can only get up here. And when you raid in here for the very first time, you're like, ooh, what's in here? And you won't notice someone just able to shoot you through these gaps. And then you also can't get up at them, and it blocks their field of view of your body. So boxes are already multiple benefits to them. Moving on, that one's done and that one's done. Tremendous. And then the next thing you do is place half height, half height. Fantastic. You have to go from this one first, yes, and then that one. This gives you peaks immediately, as early as possible. So if someone is trying to raid you, you've got a good advantageous position, and there's a little trap in there for them. You want to make sure that the bit above your original room isn't covered. This gives you the ability to get from here to here in just a moment. So a benefit of having it as low down as possible is that if you're able to aim here, but suddenly your aiming floor is way higher up, the distance that you can shoot people is way further away. So having shooting as low as possible is really beneficial. It's also high enough that it's not in direct view of just shooting straight forward at you. So that's why that's designed like so. Okay, so next up, you want to use squares and cover your juicy loot. Fantastic, and then we put some triangles down. Next you put a quarter wall here, here and here. This lets you use this peak twice, you see, and your body is safe again. And you can also navigate downwards by using these. You would have to know which one, but you know which one of these three goes down because you live here all the time, but the enemies don't. So that's fantastic, but to be able to secure this, you simply next put these here, 2, 3, and if you can do garage doors, that would be ideal, but you can always change those. When you use garage doors, you want them to be facing inwards like this. You can put the normal double doors on here initially when you're at this stage, that's totally fine. But now you're at the point where you have access to roof, you have this weird trap thing to the center of your base, and you can drop down. This takes you to this level, and this is the place that you can get to after building your core and grabbing tons of loot. But it means that at this point your base is reasonable to defend, doesn't have a lot of loot in it, and has lots of space to get more loot. And you can see as well, you can shimmy across, look around, you can see people. There are doorways, however, here, here, here. And then you just place walls on everything else. Wall, wall, oop, not there. Okay, fantastic. So then these doors are placed here, they go inwards. Fantastic. So these also give you extra cover this way, so you can have a bit more safety when peeking this section. This also leads out to a shooting floor, which you'll see in a moment. We're going to do that first, so you want to place these facing inwards. Fantastic, and then on this section here, you place those outwards. Yes, correct. Outwards. Outwards. There we go. And the purpose of this is that if you're stuck in this third of the base here, then the door comes through, so you can close it to secure a second part of the base. And now you can open this and navigate through. So this is very intentional for playing against the enemy if they break into your base. You place your doors here. And then we go, yeah. Then you place the garage doors on the outside again. Now there's a very good reason for this, I'll show you it now. Close that. If someone's on the other side of this wall, you get ankle peeks through here, so you can actually shoot them. So that's fantastic. That's fantastic. Go, go. That can be a triangle. This is actually a very good comfortable place to have the base at. Simply here you can have a nice secure floor, you can get access to your shooting bits, and if someone is in a shooting bit you can shoot them, so again, nice and safe. These windows, you want to have vertical ones and you want to be having them this way. There we go. So this gives you a better field of view when coming through here. Next step, beyond this, is you actually place some sleeping bags down. It's going to be here and as far this way as possible. Okay. And then you get your little wooden box again and you place a wooden box down just here. You want to have it so it clips through this piece here. I'll show you why in a moment. Having it there means that when you respawn, you have access to this. Okay, so this is going to be blocked off in just a moment. So you can get the ankle peaks when you spawn. You can see the next floor through here, and then you can see the floor through here if you have this skin. And when you open this, your body is very protected by this box, and you can either hit headshots basically the entire time, and you can slowly migrate around. You can check through these peaks where you're still not exposed. You see, you can check this without being exposed, you can check this without being exposed, and then suddenly you are exposed when you come to here. You can check that the inside of your base is safe, and you can drop down and check this section. And if you want to drop down safely, you can also drop down and close at the same time and kind of like, run away. But it means that you can now lock off this section, explore this section, or alternatively, when you have a garage door here as well, yes, you can then navigate upwards. So you can move around. You then place a wall here, a wall here, and a wall here. You want them to face the opposite way. Okay, and you put a single door inside these, opening outwards like so. Okay, and then you place a bear rug. Craft, and then it's a locker. So you want to get your bear rug, place it down against the wall. Tremendous. You pop a locker down. Okay, and this puts the locker up a little bit higher, and you pick up your bear rug and you do it for the other locations. Fantastic. And then lastly, you put your bear rug once you're done with it. Not that you can ever be truly done with a bear rug. Over here, because then you get some peaks going through. You can place another one here and another one there, and it gives you comfort too. All of these you fill identically with sleeping bags and a little chest. And now, when you respawn when you're getting raided, you'll respawn, you have access to a gun and some building materials, you have ankle peaks, you can see through here, you can open this, you can grab a kit, you can do ankle peaks through here and shoot the bad guys. See? So that's great. You can see the other door and see if that's exposed, and if you want to shoot this door over here, well, you simply go underneath with the tactical thing I showed you earlier. You migrate your way over, and now with this closed, in your sleeping bag, you can again shoot through and get this door. So you can access quite a lot from actually this section. And then if you want to, you can always drop down and use these. And even get downstairs. So that's truly brilliant. Now you're at this stage, you're ready to build the external TCs. Do you remember those fake doors we put down earlier? Well, now they're a bit useful. So the fake doors, you want to build out 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the 7th one you want to be a triangle. And you do that over here as well. Okay, so squares. This is your fake door. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and then you should find that you have building privilege on here. You do have building privilege on here. However, when you break these, ooh. There you go. You have building privilege here, but not on here. That's how external TCs work. So from these walls, there's a 25-meter range. and each of these squares is a meter, I believe. I think this is the general math apparently. And then here, suddenly you don't have building privileges. So what you can do is you can place down your TCs. I believe if you are feeling ballsy, you can have your friend break the inner TC and you can place this a lot further inwards. I haven't worked out the math for that yet. So you just slap that down there, and then you go do the same at the other locations. If you try to place one of these over here before breaking it, it says you cannot stack building privileges. So we're just going to break that quickly. Build these up, 1, 2, and then you put one of these windows, and then you you obviously want to make sure this is the right way around. Rotate, fantastic, and you can put a cap on the top of that, okay? So now, this building privileges, well, this building, well, okay, triangle, chuck that down there, and you do the same. This location, triangle, brilliant. So someone would assume that this is actually the main entrance, but it's not. It's all lies. And see how this looks from above now. Okay. For the turrets, we're going to make a wall wrapping round, and we're going to do it very cleverly. So we have a square, so we make like this L shape, and then we do 5 triangles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we place another square, and then we place a triangle. Okay, and then out of here we place 2 more squares, and then over here we place a half-height wall and another half-height wall, and then we place a wall here, and then we're going to do a door here, another door there, and then we're going to just quickly tuck ourselves around here, nicely like so. Brilliant. We put a doorway here, and then we put some walls around the back of this. These can be garage doors if you wish, I have nothing against this. So this is your decision. You can put a door here, or you can choose to not put a door here. I'm going to choose to not put a door here as it's stronger, and you may never use it. So this is a respawn little room, and that's a very clever thing you can actually do here. So if you put a wall here, you can actually push yourself out. So you can get out of your compound like that, which is just really clever, because you might think that, oh, if someone's respawned in here, they're going to come out this door. You can hear them do so. You can just stand here and pop out the wall. And that's really awesome, to be honest with you. Your turrets, you can place them here. So this is a very special spot in your base, and this is where the base actually started from, was these very special spots. You see, the turrets have a range of 30 meters, while your TC has a range of 25 meters. They have a field of view of 180 degrees. However, when you would assume that you can make a straight line this way and a straight line this way, but because this is slightly further inwards, then there would be a peak where you can actually shoot the turrets, and we don't want that. As a general rule of thumb, if you're going to be stacking 2 turrets, I would put them slightly offset. So I would put one ever so slightly on this side, and then I put one ever so slightly on this side, just to cover you from all bases, because you might not be absolutely perfect with this. And then, so you'd have a wall here, and then you'd have a wall here, you have a wall here, and then here you have windows, and here you have a doorway. You put verticals like so. You can actually put these inside. They don't gain anything by getting in here, but it gives you a better field of view. So one weakness of this entire piece is simply someone can hide exactly here and you cannot shoot them. That is a problem that you can accept, basically. Here, on the other side, so remember your turrets would be built out of here. You remember square, 5 triangles, square, 1 triangle. So you'd build out one square, 1 triangle, and then 1 square. Okay? And I'm quickly going to show you exactly where the turret goes, just to give you a reference point. That turret can shoot this turret, which means that if someone is here and trying to break it when it's out of ammo, that turret will be able to shoot it, and the turret on this side over here will be able to shoot this turret. So your turrets are protected. Just this one turret, if you double stack them, has 4 turrets shooting at it. Really, really good for keeping your turrets alive. So if you're getting offline raided, this really helps. And you also have honeycomb on the outside of your turrets, so to break through is actually very difficult. You have the ability to leave your base through here, or through those secret sidewalls here, or through here. So this is an intentional part of the build. So we put walls along here. From here, you can shoot this down, but you do not get access to the second door. It's a wall that you shoot instead. You can't, either way, you can't get through both doors. Maybe through there, but that one was the one that I was umming and ahhing about. So from here, if you try sneak in, the turrets can shoot you. You're in field of view. So this exists because it blocks someone from being over here and out of range of the turret. So you could shoot the turret, and the turret's exposed and it can't shoot the player back. Whereas here, you're in range of the turret. Immediately, you'll get snapped onto, you can get shot. I may be able to peek in and out, but we'll see how that goes. And then you can walk through here, and then immediately you have a second turret from a blind spot shooting at you. So now you've got this. You want to place the turrets really. Well, the external TCs at least. The external TCs are where you want to go. I'm just going to quickly finish off these other sections. So I've left the ceilings off some of the parts to help you see what's inside. So here's the best way to design the inside of these, is you put the locker on the back side of the turret, so it gives it a bit more protection if someone does blow through this honeycomb. And then you've got 2 sleeping bags, your spare battery and a box. The reason why the battery is there is that you can place the electricity coming from here across to this point here, and then you can have it go into the base. So you can feed power out and people don't know that there's necessarily a battery there. It could just be running from here back into there without there being a battery. That's how it's designed really. I'll show you a little bit more. So there is a weak part here where you can't shoot the person. Someone could hide here. Next we have outer bastions that give also some honeycomb. So I'll start with the other 2 sections because you'll be most likely to build those first. So you build those, and then you build external walls facing outwards. This one wants to be facing this way, and the next one wants to be facing this way. Okay, that's the strongest way to build them. Let's build some flooring so I can stand. Go, and then we want to build doorways here and here. And then we put a normal wall here. Then we put our turrets here. Go. Okay, and you can wire those in. You want to have the doors opening inwards like that. It's very important because then you can close them from inside the base. And again, they offer some more protection. Ooh. There we go, fantastic. Next, we'll put some small boxes here. You actually want them about there, to be honest with you. And then put them again here. This actually gives you peaks again, so you can slide through there and shoot people, so you're not fully exposed. And you can place a triangle again there, and then you get these triangle portions like this. You go boop, go there, and boop, there you go. Okay, and then you can hop up a floor. And you need a triangle roof to go here. Blocked by the logo. It is possible to do this, I swear. There we go. Fantastic, okay. And then we're going to get a quarter wall. Drop down and place it there, there, there. Fantastic. And now we have these peaks as well. And you can also hop up onto here and peek down. That's brilliant. But the most important, ingenious part of this is you place the beach table and place it. You want it just a little bit further away from the wall. Like here, I guess. Okay. And if you get it right, this will push you into this wall, and you can shoot here. and you can close the door and come back inside. Or you can push this, it pushes you out, and then you can walk out, and you can hop down the wall. Interestingly as well, so a benefit of this is that when you are shooting down from people and you open this door, you're focusing on them, but they're focusing on the turret below you. Again, you can see that if this is open, you can close it from inside, so you don't have to expose yourself if this is blown open. Again, this one works the same way. One thing to note is that on the side, which has your core most accessible, this side here, when you place the foundations, you have to place them on the lower one. You can't place them higher up, so place half walls, and then place a set of 3 solid walls, and then a door. You have to have a solid wall along with the doors, if that makes sense. And then when you come up to build the roof, you'll find that if you have a quarter height wall here, you can see that when you go to place the roof, it won't let you, it just disappears. That's because it's not strong enough, it's only 16% stable. So if you break this, put a half height wall here. It doesn't really matter which direction around it is, but we'll make it the right way around just to be sure. And then when you place a roof down, it lets you place it. Okay? And then you can quickly delete this, and you can put in a quarter height wall in, and it lets you keep the roof. And then you simply just act the same as before, where you place your little triangle on and you have your roof peaks. So you might have been wondering, Liam, what's this triangle in the center for? Well, once you remove the bear rug and you place some of these bad boys, there we go, one of those, you can, I believe it's through this one. So this piece here, you only ever upgrade to stone. And you want to then be able to soft side it with a jackhammer, which you can do quite reasonably comfortably later in the wipe. And then you can place some of these sexy triangles. Okay, and this lets you have a separate jump up through your base. When you're getting raided, you would close basically all the doors, you know, as you'd normally do with a raid. Close all your doors basically, and if you can't get around using these outer bits, you can still get around a second, more secure way by simply dropping down the center. Ooh. You don't do that, you look up when you close the doors, and then you can go up and down like this. When you're just playing around, you might just want to put a twig in here, and that will just make your life a bit easier. You can still drop vertically downwards, but not go upwards. Part of it is you need to place walls. So I was a bit wrong about how we do these, but you just remove those. Okay, and you put a half height wall there, a quarter height wall there. You can get basically any electrical component for 75 bits of metal, a device there-ish, and a device here, I'd say, and then you have that placed on top, and that one placed on top. So now, coming up here, people will get shot at by this thing. Maybe face it, put a bit more effort into it and make it face this way, and then because it's on this device here, it can actually shoot out the window. So if someone ladders up here, they will get hit by the shotgun trap. Next up, we make this section. So to be able to go up a floor, we want to be able to allow us to have shotgun traps immediately when you drop down. Okay, so if we were to go out through this way, people would be able to see the shotgun traps, but we're going in through this way. So that's the reason behind that decision. So we're going to put a triangle just here, and then we're going to put one of these triangles just here, and we're going to put a square here and here. And once you're here, you place one of these bad boys, and you place a wall there. And then I believe you also place 2 walls here, because you don't want to get shot when we're coming through this way. We want to have it on the outside. that means that when you are over here, means when you're here, you can actually reach the door. Where if it was the other way around, you wouldn't be able to reach the door. So that's the reason for the door placement. Next is this whole shenanigans. So in this gap here, this gap here, you place a triangle, and triangle. You place a half-height wall at the end, and then a window there, and a window there, and a window there. You then place a half-height wall on top of those, and then you go. You come around here. Fantastic, and you can ride the wall down and work your way back up. Before you put on these roofing, what you actually should do is put the embrasure up there facing outwards. These ones don't need embrasures, but as soon as you put your roofing on, you can see that because the embrasure pokes outwards, you can get a vertical peak down. You can choose to leave these off if you'd like. Yeah, it's up to you at that point. You can then shoot way further outwards. I guess it depends on what your terrain is like, and if you've got enemy bases nearby, you may prefer the vertical peaks. You get some triangular roof. Place one there and one here. Place some of these bad boys down. You want these to be over the edges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's triangle, triangle. And my friend pointed out that this is actually the weakest part of the base. If you were to go straight down, if it were to be those the entire way down. So we're going to put one there, and we're going to put a half set here, 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 and then you put another triangle straight on top. And it also gives you a nice little, if the enemy's here, then you can do some stuff like that, which is nice. So to put those up, you place, I need to do this one as well, wall, doorway, ceiling. I think this bit's fairly self-explanatory. You use a square roof, rotate it outwards, and that conjoins. So I've discovered that if you put quarter height walls on here, you get much better peaks, and you can actually hop around and shoot a bit further. So you can, if you want to aim that way, you can shoot from here. Obviously, this side over here with the two triangular roofs. There we go. And then you can also shoot from there. You can shoot from up here and up here. So it gives you a lot of options, both vertically and horizontally. From a shooting floor perspective, it's very good. Okay, so the next bit is the final bit, and that is the hat that goes on top. The hat for this has to be built in a specific order. So all you do is simply go 1, 2, 3, and then you want to get some triangular flooring and go outwards. Fantastic. And then you pick a side, basically. I would recommend, I guess, the same side that has your half-height foundations on. There we go, this one here. Okay, so that's where just below me here is the TC, and then these are where you first started, on the floors below. And then you put, half-height walls. Half-height walls. I think if you rotate them, you increase the stability, so you should do that, I guess. Rotate, there we go. And then you have square flooring. Tremendous. And then a triangle has to be placed on here, and then it allows you to place it on here. And now you have your helicopter landing pad. You can put a vertical ladder hatch if you want, or simply cover it over, because you can always get down this way. So this is your helicopter landing pad, which is nice and open. You can get to it, enemies can't get to it. It also protects you a little bit from MLRS rockets. And then to finish everything off, the last thing you do is you do a bunch of these, and then this seems pretty high, to be honest with you anyway, and then you cap it off with this. Okay, fantastic. And then you can have ladders going up to it, and then you can lock your helicopter away with some garage doors. Let's just check that. Yeah, there you go. So you can put a garage door here, a garage door here, and then a set of roofing. There you go. And then you can put some garage doors down. It doesn't matter which way these go, to be honest, they're not really functional. So you can park your little helicopter in here overnight. So you can come in, land, swoop in here, drive back out this way, take off. And that is the base that I designed. I hope you enjoy it. You can obviously surround it with compound walls, but again, this tower isn't actually too big and expensive. It just takes advantage of lots of half-height walls to gain extra space. The turrets, again, each turret has 2 turrets facing it. Each door has 4 turrets facing it, so you can't hide here. There you go, without being shot at. And then if you hide over here, these, while you can't see these can actually clip your shoulders, so it's okay. You've got your way out to get to your external TCs. You can build these up in whichever way you want to be able to add more to it. You have these external peaks to each TC and everything in between. You have wall glitches to get you through walls which shouldn't normally go through. You have these phenomenal things which let you shoot the there you go. You can shoot the enemy without being shot at. Everything is designed so that you can take back. It's just all designed from a what if the enemy was here? What if it was here? You know, kind of perspective. You have traps here which you wouldn't expect. And you can add to it as well. If you have a target, for example, and you buy this skin, it's like a $5. You can then also place them just here. There we go. If you place them against the edges, from the outside's perspective, if you have a gun in your hands, and you're coming through these, you can see these things that look like people, and when you navigate around, they reappear. This place doesn't have a wall. That's quite funny. And again, though, if you're up here, it looks like he's through this window, and then he switches window. See, he switches window, and then switches window again, and switches window again. Oh, but now he's here. And just by putting 2 of them down, they toggle between this spot, this spot, this spot, the entire way through. But yes, I've been iterating on this a few times. I think this is the 5th time I've built it, and I believe this is now the best way to do so. External TCs, each TC covers the whole base, well, at least this inner ring bit, so you have to re-get your TCs. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. It's not super expensive for what it is, just because it's a bit smaller, it's more stout, but there's tons of peaks. I've really focused on peaks. Again, with designing it, I contemplated about all the different places you can have these breach points here. And I decided that here was best, because here you can be peaked from here, 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 and even through this door if you really want. Whereas if I were to put it, the entrance and exit point here, you only have this section and then these 2 points here. So that's 1, 2, 3, I guess 4, okay? Whereas over here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, not including the roof, which would be 10. So this is really the best place to have. I'd rather control people coming into the base than have them break through somewhere sporadic, you know? It's a lot easier to take them out one by one if you know where they're going to be.